In this video, I am going to share 2 gratitude practices that I've been doing lately that have been helping me a lot with my own anxiety and depression. So if you want to know what they are, keep on watching. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new, my name is Lauren Bersaglio. I am the founder and editor of LIBERO magazine. We are a nonprofit online magazine and community offering resources and support for mental health. As a quick disclaimer, I'm not a medical professional, so obviously everything that I share in this video and every other video is just my personal opinion, sharing my personal experiences. Definitely talk to your own health team before making any changes to your recovery plan or your overall lifestyle. Over the last year or so, I've been learning the importance of gratitude for my own mental well-being. And it's not something that's always come easy to me, and I definitely see it as a practice. I don't know if there's like a finish line to gratitude. I think it's just an ongoing choice to live in gratitude and to choose to be grateful. And this year there's 2 things that have helped me, 2 specific activities that have helped me maintain a grateful perspective. I do want to mention quickly that while I believe that gratitude can help ease depression symptoms and it can help ease anxiety symptoms, I in no way am saying that gratitude is going to cure those issues, or that the reason that someone may have depression or may have anxiety is because they're not grateful enough. I live with depression, I live with anxiety. I know that that's not the case, at least for me. I really look at gratitude as a kind of symptom management tool, as just a really healthy way to live and as a healthy perspective to take on. But I by no means view it as being a cure to any mental health condition. And of course, the lack of gratitude I don't see as being the primary cause of any mental health condition. So all that being said, let's jump right into it. The first practice is something that I've actually learned from Brené Brown. For those who may not know, Brené Brown is an amazing author, an amazing speaker, and she talks a lot about shame. And I personally have loved following her work over the years, and I was watching a video interview that she did recently, and I'm gonna find it and link it down below because I absolutely don't want to take credit for what she was saying. But she was talking about anxiety, and she was specifically talking about anxiety that arises in moments that should be joyful. So I believe her example had to do with, I think it was tucking her daughter into bed at night and then getting overwhelmed with anxiety, like, oh my goodness, I love my daughter so much. What if something happened to her? What if, she wasn't around anymore? And then the anxiety creeps in. So in my life, this kind of shows up with other things. So, it shows up with my dog Zoe. Like, I'll have these amazing, joyful moments with Zoe, and then anxiety will start creeping in. What if she gets hurt? What if she gets injured? What if she gets sick? What if she doesn't live a long life? And suddenly what should be a joyful moment is overcome with anxiety. So in these moments, Brené Brown shares that gratitude can actually be the antidote to the feelings of anxiety. And she says when she's feeling that sense of anxiety coming on, she instead focuses on gratitude and focuses on kind of adopting a perspective of gratitude over what's happening. So in my situation, the way that I've adopted this, so if I'm having one of those moments, let's say with Zoe, instead of focusing on, oh no, what if this can't last forever, and letting the anxiety just build up inside of me, I take a moment and I pause and I focus on gratitude and I think of the things I'm grateful for. I'm grateful that Zoe is here with me now. I'm grateful that Zoe is healthy now. I'm grateful that I'm healthy and here and can enjoy moments like this with Zoe. And so I replace those anxious thought patterns with patterns of gratitude and just expressing gratitude for the moment and for the person or the animal that's with me in that moment, even if that person is myself. And I've found this has been a huge help, especially as someone who lives with anxiety. Even sometimes it's something as simple as, driving in the car and I'm having a great day and suddenly it will creep in like, oh, this is the moment in movies where that car accident is going to happen. This is the moment where someone dies. And like, I can't help it. It's just how my brain is wired, and the anxiety creeps in, and then I cut it off and I just focus on, I'm grateful for this moment. I'm grateful that I'm here. I'm grateful for the person that's with me. I'm grateful for the joy that I'm feeling right now. And more often than not, I find that kind of the cloud of anxiety dissolves and I'm able to just experience the moment of gratitude instead. So that's a really, really big one that I've adopted, especially this year, and I find that it's definitely helping in those moments. The second practice is something it's not really novel, but it is something I came up with on my own, and it's been helping a lot too. This one I'm finding is really good for managing depression symptoms. Recently, I've taken on the commitment of journaling every morning, 2 to 3 pages of just stream of consciousness. So just getting everything that's in here out onto a piece of paper before I start my day. This is a really good practice. It has nothing really to do with gratitude, but I highly recommend it. So what I've started doing more recently is at the end of that stream of consciousness writing, I stop and I make a list, and I just say like my gratitude list. And I look around me and I write down 3 to 5 things that I can see or just am reminded of just by looking in kind of a 360-degree turnaround from where I am. And so this morning when I did that, I looked around and I saw my plant shelf. I have a new plant shelf just kind of over there. And I was like, I'm grateful that I have a south-facing window and I can have these gorgeous, beautiful plants. And Zoe was sitting in front of me on her chair like she does in the morning. And I was like, I'm grateful that right now, like, Zoe is happy and healthy and she's able to be here with me. And the next thing that I was grateful for was this morning the birds were singing so loud. And I don't know what it is about our neighborhood, but for some reason we have so many birds. And so I was like, I'm grateful for the sound of the birds in the neighborhood. And I wrote down a couple more things too. And it's a very simple practice. And what it really does, and I find it ties into that Brene Brown kind of activity as well, is it really brings you into the moment, present in the moment, mindful in the moment. And in that mindfulness, you can choose things and elements of gratitude, and you can choose to be grateful for these things. And I do want to say, like, you know, I pointed out some things about my home, and my house living situation is not perfect. So I'm not coming at you with like this perfect living situation being like, oh, look at all these things I'm grateful for about my place, my apartment, and my home. And I'm not to be negative, but like, I don't want to live where I live forever. And I mean, we're not really on the nicest street, and there's just different things. I'm not going to list a bunch of negativity, but I'm not living in what I would consider to be my perfect home situation, if that even exists. So gratitude really helps me remember, I'm grateful though for this home. I'm grateful that Zoe's allowed to be here even. I'm grateful in this housing crisis that I have a place to live. And it's not always just about where I am. I mean, sometimes I'll look up, like I saw my bookshelf and it reminded me of writing and how much I love writing and editing. And I remembered I get to do that for a living. So I wrote that down. Like, I'm grateful that I'm able to do the things that I love for a living. So it really is just this starting point. By looking around your environment, it's a starting point to kind of focus in on and remind yourself, hey, whether it's something really small, like I'm grateful for this cool mug I get to drink out of right now, or something bigger, like I'm grateful for the work I get to do. Focusing in on those things, especially every morning as a practice, and even writing them down, for me has been a huge help, and I encourage you guys to give it a try. So that's it, guys. Those are my 2 gratitude practices that have helped me a lot with my own mental health this year. I encourage you guys to give them a try. Comment below if you do, let me know how it goes. And if you have any other gratitude activities that are helping you, please comment with those below as well, because I would love to hear them. I'd love to try them, and I'm sure others would too. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I will talk to you real soon. Bye. Hey guys, if you want to learn more tips for gratitude or for recovery or general mental well-being, check us out at liberomagazine.com. We are an amazing community of people who are sharing our own experiences, sharing our own tips and encouragement, so that we can all help each other on the journey towards mental wellness and mental well-being. We have a place where you can share your story. We're always looking for writers, so definitely check us out. All the links are in the description box below.